Hello, welcome back to another Stonksy video. Today we're going to be looking at the recent performance of the trading bot. Going to be looking at how you can benefit from following them and showing you exactly what they've been doing. But first, do make sure you drop a big like on the video, make sure you subscribe, and of course, make sure you grab your BLOFIN account. It is non-KYC, and you create that account with just an email in under a minute. So it's very fast, very easy, and it gets you onto the best non-KYC exchange in the industry. But let's hop into the video and take a look. So first up, we've got the low frequency bot. Now this bot is the one that takes the higher probability trades. It obviously takes less trades, as the name suggests, low frequency. But as you can see, at the time of recording, the bot is in a trade. It is currently up 1.45%. Now ignore the unrealized P&L. That is because it's coming from the account that opens and closes the trades, where there's not much funds in there at all. It's the master account, which basically then triggers the trade, and then that triggers obviously all copiers trades. So ignore the unrealized P&L for that reason, but it is at 1.52% now. It has an entry price of 104,653.5, and of course Bitcoin is above 105k at the time of recording. Now if we go onto the trade history, you can see the vast difference in when we've switched up the strategy. So if you haven't checked it out, do make sure you check out the YouTube video on the updated bot strategies that I posted recently. It is on the channel and you'll see it in the most recent uploads. But you can see here a clear line in a performance shift in the bot. Now as you can see here, obviously we had a 5% gain there. Before that we'd had nearly a 5% loss, and then it had 3 losses in a row there. Now at this point here is where the strategy switched up. This is where in the video I went into a deep explanation of showing you the full performance of the bot, exactly the winning percentage of it, and the benefit in switching over. Now as you can see, it's had a 1.64% closure there, 1.88. Last one was a huge one, 7.26, and of course currently it's now up to 1.61. So that is 4 winning trades in a row. Now do bear in mind, obviously this is from open till close on the bot. This isn't where a user maybe has a 10% plus P&L on an auto take profit. So for instance, if at any given time on this trade the P&L went to 10%, a user could have that triggered automatically to take profit. So this is exactly what the bot has done from open till close, and doesn't account for any manual interfering from a user, such as set it an auto take profit, or if the bot say was in maybe one of these was in 5% at the time or whatever, they could have manually closed that and took them profits off the table. But this is what the bot has done, open till close. So this is fantastic on the low frequency. 4 winning trades in a row. That is now getting towards 2% as we are recording this, and it shows the vast difference in strategy that we have done. Now it's important to cover this because it demonstrates just exactly what we're about at Stonksy. We're about improving the product, making it bigger, better, more value, and that's exactly what we've done here. You can see a clear shift in performance on the bot. When we swapped over, we identified, okay, the bot is not quite doing what we want, it's not quite getting the returns, it's not quite performing as well as it should. And then of course, for those of you that know SMFC in the Discord, and you'll have seen him maybe in the live stream chats, the dev on Stonksy, identified that, and obviously went back, done some work, done some testing, identified a better strategy, and then we obviously to switch that up, making it a better strategy, getting users better rewards, and of course boosting the performance of the low frequency bot. And that is just one example of what we're about at Stonksy, in identifying an area that's not quite performing as good as it should, and then of course doing everything we can to make that better, to give the users an overall better product and an overall better experience. Now we've swapped over to the high frequency bot. So this is the one where it takes more trades more frequently, but it holds on to the trades for a much shorter period of time because it gets in and out of trades more frequently. Now you can see here, this is obviously from where we swapped over onto the new strategy. You can see it's been a mixture of results so far. However, it is up overall. The bot is up when you account for the P&L on the losing ones and then the winning ones. But what's key to notice here is the shift between the performance of the high frequency and the low frequency. The low frequency is yielding better P&L because it holds on to trades for longer and looks to capture them bigger moves. The high frequency looks for scalps, so quick in and outs, quick trades between support and resistance, or quick trades on the other aspects that Stonksy measures. Now, while this may not be as impressive looking as the low frequency, which obviously had a couple of good gainers and then obviously that big 7% one, the important thing to note about this is when you run it for the longer term, it hits the bigger scalp moves when we get them big aggressive drops and surges in price. It hits them because it takes so many trades. It's in and out very quickly. But when you do that for a longer period of time, you hit them bigger, fast moves, whether it be a flash crash, whether it be a news pump, whatever it may be. And that is all in that video that I mentioned. I will cover that just now. So this is the video I'm talking about. It's this one here on the channel. If you do come over, you can see it's still within the recent uploads, but you can obviously find it in here. Trading bot update, new strategies and performance. Now on that video, I go into a deep breakdown of the exact returns on both strategies that we have updated it with. And what you'll notice is on the high frequency one, when you look at it, is it takes a lot more trades than the low frequency, and over time that builds up as it hits bigger moves in the market in terms of a scalping point of view. So do make sure you check that out if you haven't. It is a full transparent video showing you the exact strategies that we're running and the returns on each of them, so it's definitely worth watching. So you may be wondering, what are the key benefits to the bot, obviously aside from the results that you've seen? Well, there's a few for us to run through. Obviously they're fully automated, so the open and close trades automatically, depending on obviously the settings that you've got, which we'll cover in just a second. But you don't have to do anything. Once you're following the bots, they do the work for you. They open and close no matter what time of day it is. So whether you're sleeping, whether you're out during the day, regardless of what it is, if the conditions line up to trigger a trade on high frequency or low frequency, as long as you're following, they open like that. You don't even have to be looking at your phone, looking at the chart, or looking at your desk. You don't have to be on BLOFIN either. It does it all on behalf of users. The second one is better strategies. So obviously we've updated the strategies to better ones. Better performance equals obviously better results, better P&L. So of course, compared to the ones that we've been running in the first couple of months, these are upgraded and better strategies. Now, obviously, users can customize the bot. So, you know, they can set it to take profits at a certain percentage P&L or dollar value. Same for stop loss. They can also set a partial take profit and stop loss on trades, or they could just choose to go in and, you know, if there's say plus 10% P&L, they can just close that, and then once they've closed that, just wait for the bot to trigger again, and then when the trade is closed for everyone else, when a new one triggers, it will just pick up from there and open that trade for them as well. Now the bots are getting better and better. Obviously we've changed the strategies for a reason, because they wasn't quite doing what we wanted them to do in terms of returns and rewards for users following the bot. Now, this is something that we'll just continuously look to get a better value for users. We'll continue to look for better strategies, better yielding strategies, and continue to update them if we find ones that better suit and, of course, give better P&L over the time period that we'll be testing it for. And, of course, it's part of the package. You know, when you sign up for the monthly plan, annual or lifetime, you get access to these bots regardless whether you want to use them or not. It's perfectly up to you, but it is part of the package. So, you know, whether you want to throw a small amount in or a sizable amount, the bots are there for you to use, and you can use them all on one UID on BLOFIN. Now, you don't have to create an account for each bot that you want to follow previously. It can all be done under one account. Yes, so do make sure you come and join us at Stonksy. While you're watching this video and while I'm recording, we are still running the 20% off with code BOT20. So when you come to the website, it's the second link in the description. It's this monthly plan you want to take advantage of that. And when you put BOT20 in at checkout, if you click this button, it'll take you to creating a Stonksy account on the website. When you go through to the payment page, you put that code in the checkout box, and that will take 20% off your first month for you. So that takes it down to £116. From there, you'll get access to the indicator, the oscillator, the Discord server, but also the trading bot. So you get full access to that on these three plans here. So do make sure you take advantage of that. And obviously, before you go, do make sure you drop a big like if you haven't. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully you like what you see and you come and join us if you haven't. But until next time, goodbye.